Well, you lot, how's it going? So, I've got a really interesting soldering iron. It's from Kaiweets, and we know all about them because, well, over the past year or so, we've got a couple of different multimeters, electric meters, and there's other products as well that they've sent me, and I've been very impressed with them. And it seems you lot have been buying them as well, and also been quite impressed. So when they reached out to me and said, look, we've got a soldering iron, do you want to have a look at it and tell us what you think, do a little video of it? I said, yeah, bloody well do actually, because I've got a couple of interesting projects that I need to do, and the soldering iron I've currently got is far too hot. This one is fully adjustable on the heat. You don't have to do anything, just press a button and it goes right from cold all the way up to 420 odd degrees. So I've been using it, and I can, well, I'll tell you in a minute what I think about it. It's very good. So I put it all back in the box apart from the actual iron itself. I think the box is important, so let's put it on a bench and we'll have a look and see what it's all about. The bench is a bit messy because I've been doing a lot of stuff recently, but let's have a look at this. So this is the box, this is how it comes, and I always think it's important to have a look at the box. I know a lot of people get impatient, but they put money, they put time in designing and making the boxes, so it is important to appreciate them and have a look. Tells you the installation instructions. It's an intelligent soldering iron. It tells you how to put the tips in. It's got some information that you might need to know there. This one's a 6-piece kit, obviously for the UK, and a little picture of it on the front there. It's a very nice box, and you can see they definitely do care about, well, everything they do, because even the packaging is good. You've got a little stand that comes with it, quite a handy little stand. You don't get a sponge with it, but you could potentially put, I mean, obviously the stand goes that way, you could potentially put a sponge in there perhaps with a bit of water, and you just rest the iron on that little stand there. Instruction booklet, very detailed. We'll go through it in a minute, not all of it, but we'll go through some of it in a minute. But it's a very detailed, quite well written instruction book, to be fair. And you get a little thing there. They're the little things. The iron itself, when you open it up, comes in there with the lid as well, but obviously I've been using this one, so it's all out. There's the plug, because as well you'll see in a minute, but it's all in one. There is no station like what you get. I'll show you another one in a minute. Normally you get like a box with a wire coming out of it with your iron on the end of it. Not with this one. This is everything. This is the station, the little, so it's everything in one, which I think is bloody brilliant, because it's so easy to just carry around. Obviously you have got to carry that and a wire as well, but it's so easy to put that in a box or something, a toolbox, instead of the whole lot. It comes with this adapter. It's also got a USB thing on it as well, which I don't think is actually used for the iron, but it's handy that it's got that, because you can charge stuff with it as well, which is great. That's the one that you plug in. It's a USB-C RAN one, and you can use it. To be honest, I haven't actually tried it, but you can use it on a power bank if you want to. So that's great. Oh, maybe that is a sponge. Oh, there we have got a little sponge. I was wrong, you lot. I was wrong. There is a sponge. I didn't see it. I didn't see it to start with. So there's the sponge. All I've got to do is put some water in it. Yeah, I genuinely didn't see that in the box there. Well, there we go. You learned something. I've been using this for about a week, and I've been using a different sponge, but now I've got one as well. So that's great. That really is great. Your tips all come in this little packet like this, and it tells you what each one is. You can see anyway, but I've only been using the fine one. Oh, there's some more here as well. Comes with little blade type ones for slicing through stuff. If you want to slice through stuff, you've got thicker, really thick tips. So really, you can do any type of soldering with this, because obviously it goes with any type of heat. What else have we got in here? Oh yeah, and the wire. Now this the wire that obviously you need to give it electric, because without electric it ain't going to work, is it? So, you know, I say it quite often about products and that, but this is bloody brilliant. The only thing I was a little bit dubious about, to be honest, when I first opened it, I was a little bit dubious about the way the wires go into this plug. Don't know whether you can see that there. I was slightly dubious about that, but I mean, I haven't been going easy with it. I've been pulling it about. I've really been testing it, I suppose, in a way. Normally I look after me stuff, but I've really been testing it. You know, I've been pulling on these plugs. I've been doing all sorts, and they haven't broken yet. So they're really good. And the wire itself is that lovely, nice silicone wire. So it's USB-C, and all you have to do is plug that in there like that, and obviously plug the other end into your little adapter. Oops, I've kept the little, I like that. I'm not going to take that off. I know a lot of you probably would, but that's just a little protective thing. It's got 65 watts. It's a 65 watt iron, but I like to keep the little plastic thing on there. I know some of you are probably going to go, just take it off. No, I like to keep it on there, thank you very much. Now, as soon as you, obviously you want to take the old lid off there, twist like that. Look, it's even got the brand on there, little line to show you where it needs to go, and the feel of it is bloody brilliant. I can't put it into words. I struggle sometimes to put like things into words when I come across a product which I think is good. Sometimes I struggle to put it into words because like words do escape me. It tells you the rating on there as well, by the way. DC 9 volt to 24 volt, 95 watt max, 9 to 20 volt, 65 watt max. This is a 20 volt one. So anyways, twist and you just pull it off. And I've already got that tip. This is the tip I've been using because I was mending my microphone. My good old trusty microphone, which has lasted me 10 years, stopped working. One of the wires come off randomly inside. So this is perfect for it, because my soldering iron that I normally use, my normal iron, what I normally use is, the insert that I've got for it is about 400 bloody degrees. Far too hot for a little mini circuit board like what I was doing with it. So that's why I was so eager to give that a go, because I can do everything with that. I can do circuit boards and I can do the bigger stuff that I would normally use this iron for. So all you got to do, I'm so happy with that. I can't believe I found a sponge in there. That's great. I genuinely was disappointed when I thought there's no sponge. Why haven't they given me a sponge? But there is a sponge. Anyway, all you got to do, turn the plug on, and you get little Kaiweets logo come up there. Tells you what to do. It's simple. Press that button like that, and it instantly starts heating up. Look, we're at 300 degrees already. 320, 330, 350. Gives you a percentage of how close it is getting to the target temperature. Look, 350. I can't remember what I've got it set at. I think it's about 350 I've got it set at. So it's going to stay there. But we can increase it, look. All the way up to 420. And it's going, look. It's going. 420, there it is. We're at 420. It tells you how many volts it's using. Tells you what temperature it's set at there. So I could have looked at it a minute ago to tell you. And we're there. 16, 15, 14. We're nearly at 420 degrees. And it really does get that hot that quick. I mean, even my Weller iron over there, it takes a minute or so to actually warm up. Whereas this one, pretty much instantly, it's there. Let's get some solder, look. See, look, already there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What more can you ask for? This iron will be great for little circuit boards. I've already used it on that little mini circuit board. It'll go all the way down. You'll have to have the right solder in order to actually use it, but it go down to 80 degrees, look, and it gives you, it's cooling down now, look, it gives you on the screen, hopefully it's in focus, it tells you 340. Look, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. How great. So I definitely think this little stand, that just sort of stands on there. Look, if I was to actually put water on that sponge, that would be great. You know, brilliant. You see, what you can do is you can buy, they're really cheap, they're like a tenner, I think, just a soldering iron that's at set temperature. It's just an iron with a wire coming out of it, you plug it in, it goes to that temperature. The thing is, you've got to buy one for every different temperature that you're going to need. So it's going to cost a lot of money. Whereas if you get this, you can adjust it to whatever temperature you want. It's still in like the sort of, they call it like a pen iron, don't they? So I've heard some people call them pen soldering irons. It's any temperature you want and any tip that you might need. That's how it comes, like that. So you might think to yourself, well, I'm saving money by buying a really cheap iron, but that only comes with one tip and it's only one temperature. So you're going to have to buy another one and another one and another one. That one, you've got everything in one. And, which I couldn't believe, you've got a USB on there as well, so that you can charge stuff at the same time as doing a bit of soldering. What more can you actually ask for? And I know you're probably thinking, why are you getting so passionate about a soldering iron, for goodness sake? Well, look, when I find a product that I'm genuinely sort of just happy with, I get really excited and passionate about it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. It could be a screwdriver set. It could be anything. If I think this is a bloody good screwdriver set, I get really passionate and excited about it. And this iron really has got me excited. And the thing is, because they're so inexpensive, well, that one is it, you know, you should get that, put it in your toolbox, and you can use it for years, and it will pay itself back in a few weeks. And we know that it's going to be trustworthy because, well, if these meters are anything to go by, that iron is going to be perfectly reliable. I mean, this little mini multimeter I've been using now, well, it must be over a year, and it's been perfectly fine. This bigger meter I've been using for a bit less than a year, about 6 months, I think, something like that. And absolutely perfect. I haven't had any trouble whatsoever. So I'm genuinely excited. You know when you get those butterflies in your stomach and you think, bloody hell, I come across a real gem. That's why I feel with it. I genuinely do. See, that's now cooled down to 80 degrees and it's staying there. Let's have a look in the instruction manual, which is in good English and quite well written, really, to be honest. It tells you everything that you're going to need to know about, they call it the working state. The soldering iron is heated or available state. The sleeping, the shut down, just turn it off basically. How to adjust it, how to put the tips in. Every piece of information, there's loads of it there, all about temperature, settings mode, handheld mode. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's got a child lock, voltage. There's all kinds of, even the screen brightness you can change on it. There's so many things you can do in non-temperature settings, but there's loads of stuff. And then obviously it goes to other languages. And it also tells you how to maintain it as well. You can even upgrade its firmware, look, plugging it into a computer. This is a bloody high-tech soldering iron. I reckon it's got plenty of potential. You can do loads of stuff with it. You're going to see this in many videos to come, because I think, to be honest, it's going to be my go-to soldering iron. Purely because I can just set it to whatever temperature I need and it's going to be there. I haven't got to mess around with different irons. It's just one iron. And if you want to get one, there's links in the description. You can get it from Amazon or from Kaiweets' website directly. And if you use the discount code RSP15, you'll get 15% off. And that's not just that iron, that's the whole website. So you can get some multimeters and an iron and use that code, and you'll get 15% off of it all. Bloody, what more could you ask for, eh? We're all on cloud 9. There's also a link for Amazon. If you'd rather get it from Amazon, there is a discount code in the description as well for that. And when you're done, it's easy. Turn the plug off and unplug it. And all you got to do take the plug out of the end. And you haven't even got to take the tip off. Just keep the tip on that you want to be using. If you use the same tip quite often, you haven't got to wait around taking it off. Let it cool down a fair bit. Put the end on, twist it, and you're done. Put it in your tool bag, whatever you need to do with your wire. Wrap it up. That's it. And all the tips you get. I'm blown away. Absolutely speechless. So thanks for watching, you lot. Put in the comments if you buy one. And I want to know if you've already got one or you've bought one and you're watching this video in a few weeks' time. What do you think of it? I genuinely want to know because, well, I'm interested in it all. And the same for the multimeters. If you've got one of the meters or anything like that, put in the comments. Have you got one? What do you think of it? We can all read and all can learn. And if there's any products from Kaiweets that you've bought and you think are good, put in the comments as well, so that we can all go and buy them and try them out, because there's nothing better than finding a good product recommended by someone else and you've got a gem. Thanks for watching. Treat people nicely and treat people how you'd like to be treated, and we'll all have a nice happy life. I'll see you on the next one, you lot. All the best.